In 1973, during the Vietnam War, Rick Gentry enlisted in the Air Force at the age of 18. His wife, who was originally from Hawaii, also enlisted. After 12 years, Rick was honorably discharged and the couple moved to the islands. Soon after that move, Rick's mother, with whom he'd been very close, passed away. Not long afterward, his marriage fell apart and the couple divorced. Suddenly, he found himself living paycheck to paycheck and unable to pay rent on his own. With nowhere to go, he took to the streets and started living under a bridge on Nimitz Highway.
I found it easier to live on the street with the money I was making, and it was okay at first, you know what I mean? I was doing okay. I had no idea what ice was. Somebody told me, I said, whoa, this is a miracle drug. It makes me feel strong. I don't have to eat a lot. Got plenty of energy. And everything was beautiful. And when I got into drugs, it was easier to be homeless, you know? So I started living like the homeless, looking like the homeless, feeling like the homeless. And you just get caught up in that life.
But living that life was not easy. For one thing, as the years went by, money and drugs got harder and harder to come by.
You know, you had no money, you didn't get the drug. And I still have my morals. I wouldn't do anything to get the drug. I wouldn't hurt people, I wouldn't take from other people. I never did.
At the time, Rick wasn't fully aware of the depression and mental pain inside of him, in large part because his drug use had masked the problem. But he could feel himself slowly slipping away.
It's pain and fear, and I mean mental pain, and not fear from other people. It's fear of facing yourself, looking at yourself for who you are and what you are at that time. You lose who you are when you're using drugs and you're homeless. You don't know who you are anymore. You're just another homeless person.
Eventually, after 15 years of homelessness and drug use, Rick's health began to fail him, and he found himself in crisis.
1 week at the time, I lost my health, a lot of weight, lost my teeth. I had arthritis. I couldn't protect myself, couldn't take care of myself. And the fear became then of dying.
So he decided to pick himself up and walk to IHS to get help. But even just getting there wasn't going to be easy.
I could physically not walk. And I had to carry a backpack. And I'd say it was like a quarter of a mile. In order to get there, I had to smoke ice. I had to use a drug just to get there.
Elizabeth Glenn was the nurse who met Rick at IHS.
He had severe arthritis, he had severe hypertension, he was very high risk for stroke, but he had struggled out from underneath the bridge that he lived under and then limped really with a lot of difficulty and pain to IHS and sat down in my office and basically said, I'm done. I can't live like this anymore.
Right away, Rick could see that Elizabeth really wanted to help him, and that struck a chord deep inside.
I knew she was doing a job, it's a job, but I sensed that she really cared. That affected me a lot, along with my own not wanting to live like that anymore. That gave me more of a reason to find myself and make myself better.
We began the process of getting him benefits, including I found out that he was a veteran. So I told him about Keith, and I told him that we had a VA program.
After living at IHS for 6 months, Rick was able to move into a specialty shelter designed specifically for veterans. Keith Billingsley manages the vet house and lives there full-time.
This is the vet house, and vet stands for Veterans Engaged in Transition. So we're here just to provide that transition, a place to have while they transition. And when he told her that he was a veteran, she told him that he should absolutely come and see us because we could enroll him in the Veteran Affairs benefits. It was a smooth transition. He took everything that we offered him, every veteran services opportunity, every appointment we sent him to, every outside organization that we sent him to, everything we sent him to, he just did it.
Today, Rick is happy and doing well living in his studio apartment in Makiki. And for 3.5 years now, he's been living a simple and grateful drug-free life.
You got to reach real deep. But if you got people to support you, people that care about you, when they look at you, they see you. And they don't just look past you. That makes a human being feel good. That made me feel good. That's better than any drug that I can think of.